Exactly.
Jim Cornette would be fucking livid.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Just what the fuck are these idiots doing with their Pokemon killing the bitch?
We're running a bit late
Here
according
I
to our
thought Joey
schedule,
Ryan
but
was
you
the
know
cancer.
what? Stream is starting.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, it's not like I'm not interrupting you. It's it sounded like you guys are having a good time. Yeah, I just wanted to have a cold opening.
Fair enough.
You
Fair enough.
bastard.
We have passed the point of no return. And do you know what I called this? This
What did you call
episode
this?
is called the PWF. Pokemon Wrestling Federation.
The fuck did you call it? I didn't hear that.
The PW.
I think he called it
The PWF. The
I'm watching
Pokemon.
this-
The Pokemon Wrestling Federation.
That is so close to P. That is literally one letter off from PWG. Jesus Christ.
What's PWG?
It's an actual promotion. Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Yep. Good job.
Jesus. And he didn't even know.
Pro Wrestling Gardevoir.
From
Stop!
from the mouths of
You
babes.
bastard! No!
Pro Wrestling Gengar. There we go. Even better.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean, you already got your Machops and and other fighting types.
God fucking damn it. This is
Machamps.
stupid. Well, pro wrestling's dead. Thanks a bunch, assholes.
We did it. Something was accomplished.
If it wasn't fucking Joey Ryan using his goddamn dick to suplex people. Problem is, Joey Ryan can actually wrestle. He can. But he decides that it's better for him Problem is, Joey Ryan do a test of strength with his dick.
Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, there is going to be some language this evening, apparently.
That's okay. Hey, we're going a little late this time,
Yeah,
so
so
it's Tridorks After Dark.
Dude, it's fucking me.
Yeah,
Language is never censored when I'm around.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to start an F-bomb ticker for every time Ed drops an F-bomb.
Every time I say fuck.
That's two. Ding. I'll have to find some way to actually I'll have to actually find some sort of way to like mark that.
And I have to donate 10 apples to the American Sign Language patients.
What a good cause.
So before we soil ourselves too
You know what, Roy?
much,
I'm gonna bring back the ASL Lemming chat. You gotta just donate 100 apples to American Sign Language, then jump off a cliff.
So before we dive too deep, let's just remind our viewers of our wonderful sponsors. True Apparel 1.
It's just True Apparel.
Just True Apparel, but it's spelled with a number 1 at the end. So True Apparel 1.
Hold on, can I do the ad read?
Yeah, you do the ad read. Yeah, but keep it clean, Ed.
I will keep it clean. This episode of the Tridorks is brought to you by True Apparel. Check them out on Instagram at True Apparel Clothing and on Twitter at True Apparel 1. Again, that's True Apparel Clothing on Instagram and True Apparel 1 on Twitter.
The more you know.
There we go.
There we go.
That was some good fucking ad read.
Yeah, not bad. Not
Well,
bad
I've got a nice mic, and plus I like to think that I can be professional at times.
No, that sounded great.
Hey, as long
sounded real.
Hey, it's fine to pretend.
That was some,
it's fine to pretend, Ed.
Yeah, me professional? No, there's no fucking way.
That was some shoot advertising.
There you go.
Lose a little bit of the lingo.
Because, hey, they make custom clothing for you and me.
And if for some reason you can't get artwork for them to print out clothing for you, come to us. On Sundays I draw.
Well, go to him. He's the drawer. And you could probably, I don't know, are those donation links open? Or commission? I should say commission links at this point, because that's what it is.
Well, I know that the websites are open. I'm going to fill them in after the... I'm going to fill them in the details after the podcast is done.
Okay.
Well, regardless, hit up Coop Cheese for some hot designs, and then take those over to True Apparel.
15,
Once more,
$15 a pop.
Again, that's True Apparel Clothing on Instagram and True Apparel 1 on Twitter.
Thank you very much, Ed. That was good. Didn't know
Nailed it.
you had it in you.
Oh, are you actually that surprised? Come on, I can be professional.
I mean, a
I know
little.
it's not often that it happens, but I can be.
Every so often, we get blessed.
Every day we stray further from God's light.
Alright,
if only because we faced God and walked backwards into hell.
Let me do the
Where Satan is welcoming us with open arms.
He's more accepting sometimes.
Just out of curiosity, of the people who are in this little group right now, is there anyone who actually follows Satan on Twitter?
Oh, I've been seeing him popping up. I don't think I follow him, but there's enough people who I follow who will retweet him that I'm getting a little bit of it.
Following who?
Following Satan.
He has his own account.
Oh well, whatever.
True stories.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
well,
like,
I'm gonna have to follow him then. That's pretty incredible.
He's just like
Not hard to find.
he's just like, hey, if one sin is all it takes for you to get down here, why not go for the world? Why not just go for 1 million? Come down here a legend. Fucking amazing.
Oh, love it.
Well, the funny thing is that technically it's not like there's an under hell in which he dwells in. It's just he's stuck on Earth. So, Earth is literally hell.
Oh, well, duh.
I mean, we are in the dark timeline.
Oh no. Oh,
I mean,
no.
come on. Watching WWE these days is like hell on earth anyway.
Ever since the Cubs won the World Series and we got plunged into this...
For fuck's sake.
They threw everything off and we got plunged into this slowly spiraling timeline. Sorry, Cubs, we know we're not far from the truth.
Wait, I'm still not entirely sure how to use Streamlabs.
How to use Twitter?
No, how to use Streamlabs.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because I started the stream, and it's like preview, and it still says stream starting, and I can't get back to the mode where it's like just swap over to the regular...
No, dude, you're live.
I know that I'm live, but it says stream is starting.
The screen.
Actually, here's the real question. Are we coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hear us.
Yeah, we're coming through.
Yeah.
And I'm coming through rather decently. I'm happy.
Talking about Pokemon and wrestling. Are they the same?
Oh. Couple little samples of Satan here. Are you hot? Are you hell? Because you're hot as fuck. Don't let your demons force you to kill yourself. If anything, live just to spite them.
Satan, a true role model.
Wake up, you fucker. It's time to sin.
Well, that's,
like I
that
said,
one's
Satan,
beautiful. That
a
one
true
is,
role model.
that one's beautiful. I love that.
Another one just straight talking. Just what's up, you stupid bitch? So who wants me to give their who wants to give me their soul for this new iPhone?
Well,
Go to hell, bitch. I'm trying.
down you're a legend.
Actually, I should probably ask. Hey, do you guys actually have like a basket ready for me so I can just get wheeled down?
God damn it.
Because that's what I want, like one of those little sky buckets. Just. And
Still not verified on Twitter or in the eyes of God.
And as I'm descending down on the sky bucket, and there's like a little screen prompt that pops up, says, "Now if you look to your left, you're gonna see the first layer of hell."
No, it'll be like that chair in Thor Ragnarok, and they're even playing the music from Willy Wonka like they were.
The Nixon administration.
Actually, you know what's really funny about that is, so yesterday I was going into file in for my Medi-Cal, and so I'm waiting in this political building, waiting in line, filling out my paperwork, and they're playing Pure Imagination.
Oh no!
And I'm just like,
bad government building, bad.
I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're not supposed to be cute like that.
Just as I'm filling out like but it was the orchestral version, of course.
I mean, that's slightly better, but not much, man. That's still really on the nose.
It was really like, I was just looking up at the microphone going, not the microphone, but the speaker going,
right,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
We get it. You're being cute. Stop it. You fuck.
Exactly. Well, that makes two of us who were at government buildings recently.
Oh, that's 3 fucks for Ed.
You actually got the ticker going?
I do. And somehow I'm going to find a way to just click a button and it'll pop up on the screen.
Ding.
But the problem is I still can't get past the fact that it says stream is starting.
It's fine. You're streaming. You're good.
Yes, but it's just...
Let your OCD go for 5 fucking minutes, would you please? Actually, no, for 2 fucking hours, would you please?
Yeah, but it's gonna be the entire time.
It's not. It'll be fine. Who cares?
Whenever you decide to join us, for you, that is when the stream is starting. So it's okay.
Oh, I found it.
Everyone else, well,
see,
it has been starting for the past 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. How long?
Something like that.
Who cares?
Something like that.
Who cares?
It's our show. We can take our time if we want to.
We can make up bullshit topics if we want to as well.
Exactly.
That's true. I mean, so far we've already gotten there.
Yeah.
We're
ahead of the game.
I don't think we need to have a specific theme, even though, you know, the 2 things we did bring up are Pokemon and fucking
pro wrestling.
Yeah, Pokemon and pro wrestling. Yes.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Where to even begin?
Oh my god. I just thought of something absolutely stupid.
By all means, we're all ears.
That sounds like a good time.
Oh my god, what the fuck is... just imagine this, if you will.
All right.
You have a champion in one corner.
Sure.
You have your challenger in the other. Both of them accompanied by their 6 Pokemon. They're in a ring. Like a fucking wrestling ring, 20 by 20, like you see in WWE.
Yep.
They're just standing there. There's the referee. There's the announcer.
The squared circle, yeah.
No, actually, I'm just imagining this. It's just... I want to figure out the correct wording.
Now imagine one of those Pokemon trying to...
What would a 6v6 be? Would that still be how would that be classified?
I mean, if the way...
I guess it could be. Oh my god.
Could be like a chamber elimination match, if you have the Pokeballs as the chambers. Or what am I thinking of when I'm?
So wait, are we talking like marbles here, where you could steal the opponent's Pokemon?
No.
No, I'm. Gosh, maybe I'm using the wrong term.
I'm trying to think of like what kind of wrestling match gimmick would go along with a 6v6 like champion battle from Pokemon in this weird fucking situation. I'm thinking, screw it. It's 2v2s, a tag team gauntlet match.
There you go. There
Tag
you go.
team elimination gauntlet match.
Now for fun, try imagining one of those Pokemon trying to cut a promo.
Squirtle. Machamp.
The square.
Machamp.
See, now I'm just seeing that Machamp
Hogan.
pulling out little
Actually, no.
cups of coffee creamer from the craft services table.
What you gonna do?
And then of course you have
When Machamp's 24-inch pythons destroy you.
Roll all over you.
Then you have Pikachu walking back and forth with the microphone. Pika Pika.
Pika, Pika, Pika.
You got that Machamp flicking little creamer cups at Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh my god! A Machamp dressed up as Macho Man Randy Savage.
Trying to do that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's a good question. Which Pokemon would match with which modern wrestler?
What?
Ooh, that's a good challenge. Match a Pokemon to a popular wrestler?
Yeah.
Obviously Machamp either goes to Randy Savage, just because I love that fucking visual, or Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, either be good.
Machoke I could see being the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior. Shoot, and I need to bring up a list of Pokemon so I can actually see them in front of me.
Now this is gonna sound really, really dumb, but I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. But hear me out.
Okay.
Golem.
Lay it on us.
As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Who?
Dwayne Johnson.
You cut out the first part.
No, which Pokemon?
Golem. Golem.
Which Pokemon is The Rock now?
Golem. Can you not hear me?
Actually, you know what? Regardless of what Pokemon it is, it has to be able to learn the move Smackdown.
Yeah, Golem. Yeah.
There you go.
You seriously?
It is a rock.
You seriously couldn't? You seriously couldn't hear me?
No, we hear every time. Just
Yeah.
Golem.
Here we go.
Now we got it.
That could work. Then here's the question: who is his rival? Who is Austin?
Oh.
Who's Austin? Who's the
Who's
one
the
delivering
Pokemon
that
most
stunner
likely
to
to
the
crush a-
fucking Golem?
I'm most likely to crush a beer can to his forehead. Oh, who would it be?
I just got a stupid image of a freaking Metachamp crushing a beer can. Actually, no, that was Sandman's. My bad.
Right.
Austin had the beer bash and then chugged it. All for the show.
Right. Gosh, who would be the best for Austin? He's actually a tough one.
I can tell you an easy one. Yokozuna. Hariyama. There you go.
Yep. Nailed it.
Hariyama is a fucking sumo wrestler, and Yokozuna was basically this 500-pound galot, just this massive fucking man whose entire gimmick was that of a sumo wrestler.
Now remember, we don't necessarily have to stick with fighting types.
Yeah. But I feel like if a rival for The Rock. Ought to be one since they are strong against stone.
It has to be Pokemon that don't specialize in special attacks.
Right.
They have to be physical fighters and also have arms and legs. Otherwise the illusion's broken. We can't have a fucking Steelix rock in there like Brock Lesnar.
No. Which maybe for Brock.
To be fair, I think Brock would just be an extremely roided out Machamp.
Yep.
Basically, any of the guys who are absolute beasts and look like they're built like a brick shithouse, they're instantly Machoke or Machamp.
Yeah. You can maybe make a case for, well, no, you should probably save Regigigas for someone a little weirder.
Who would be good for...
Regigigas is the Big Show.
Yes, there we go. Regigigas is the Big Show. Got that one down at least. I was wondering for him because I was like, who would be the Big Show?
Well, there you go. There's that one.
Who would be good for Primeape?
Primeape, yeah.
Oh shit, that would be Ultimate Warrior.
Because once he gets started, he just can't be stopped. He just gets into a rage.
That's the
Ultimate
power
Warrior.
of the warrior.
Yeah. There we go. Did it.
All right.
Here's the real question: who's the Undertaker?
I was just thinking that.
Oh,
and I'm looking right now. I want to say something. Oh, go for it.
I think Darkrai could work.
Dark Raikou would work. I was thinking either something like maybe like Houndoom or.
No, that would be his partner Pokemon. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah. Oh,
he would be.
Houndoom would be
and ghost types.
Houndoom would be Kane.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Houndoom would be Kane. So okay, so then.
Hold on. For Undertaker, what about Zoroark?
Let's say that one more time.
To give you an answer, I couldn't hear you.
Why is that?
They get cut out like right at the point where you were saying something like, yeah.
You know that it's like a dark dog type. He's got red hair. Almost looks like a werewolf.
Zoroark?
Zoroark, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He could be work. He could be a good Undertaker.
He could be good.
But I feel there's someone better.
How about this? I know this is kind of a long shot, but I'm going for the rep the Undertaker had for the longest time, his big unbroken streak, and just like that feeling you got when Undertaker would show up, and now pair that with Mewtwo.
Oh my god.
No, I have a better one.
When he shows up. Oh, you have a better one than that? Go for it.
Gengar.
Yeah, maybe.
Gengar has... here's the thing, though. Gengar should actually be paired with... Like, he should be known... Like, Gengar would definitely be a...
if the Undertaker was to have
he would definitely be a foil.
Gengar would definitely be on there.
But the thing
who
Gengar
would be?
So we need to
Bray
have
Wyatt.
so we need to have a foil who's...
I was thinking about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, because I was gonna say we need
creepy.
a foil who's legitimately scary but also really goofy.
For
Gengar.
Actually, no, that would be Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, because he's basically a swamp wizard.
He's changed, actually.
I mean, yes, he's changed, but it's all right.
He's now a fucking children's show host of the most fucked up children's show on the planet, and it's amazing.
Damn it, I need to be watching him. I love fucking Bray Wyatt. Guy,
oh my god,
always reinventing himself as something even more bizarre than
the Fiend is amazing.
Yes.
So So now we're at 4 fucks.
Good.
So this whole topic kind of started because we were like, hey, what should we talk about? And we're like, okay, well, let's talk about maybe Pokemon. And then I stepped out of the room, and next thing I know is that they're already talking about wrestling. And I'm like, guys, what if we put the two together? And they're like, you're joking, all right? I'm like, no. Because immediately what I thought of was the Lucha Pique. The Lucha Pikachu.
Pikachu Libre.
Yeah, Pikachu Libre.
Pika Libre, whatever
Libre.
whatever they're calling it.
Oh God.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
Who would fucking be Pikachu Libre?
Cool. I mean,
Fuck
this
it,
is
Rey
not-
Mysterio.
I was gonna say either Rey Mysterio, or go to the most famous lucha of all, El Santo. But no, I think actually no. Rey Mysterio is actually
no, even better.
Rey
Who's the Japanese wrestler? The Tiger or
Why are we bringing Tiger Mask into this? I mean, we can.
Yeah, Tiger Mask. Who? Okay, so which Pokemon would be Tiger Mask?
I don't.
I
guess
fucking
Incineroar is the only one you can actually pair up to it technically. I mean,
Yeah.
Incineroar is a cat.
yeah,
Tiger
yeah,
Mask is a cat.
yeah. That's yeah.
Not to mention, Incineroar is based off of that style of wrestling, so
Yeah, it all adds up. I was gonna.
it's all there.
Yeah,
But
and I was gonna make a half-hearted attempt to say Arcanine, but no, I think you made the case.
I mean, Arcanine could. I mean, if fucking Tiger Mask had a Pokemon team, Arcanine's on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So how?
But yeah, no, you made the case for yeah.
So
It
how?
just made sense to me. Just throwing it up.
So also,
Yeah, no,
how would
I
this
can
work
see it.
out? How would this work out logistically?
What, for the Pokemon in the ring?
Yeah. Like
Why-
I think you
why
I think
last
you
it?
mentioned I think before the show you asked earlier, when it comes to
the trainers
like
would be the managers.
would that make the Pokemon masters or the trainers
the Pokemon trainers
their
are
managers?
the managers who are at ringside.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can make an argument that their team is their stable. For the
Yes. Oh my God. Imagine Paul Heyman.
yeah, Paul Heyman or Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh my God, the funniest
Yeah?
joke with Bobby Heenan. Since he was known as the Weasel,
Yeah.
all of his Pokemon are very weaselly.
Yeah, no, he'd be like a Team Rocket or one of those kind of style. He'd be one of the
No, that
admin.
Team Rocket would belong to Eric Bischoff because he has the NWO.
Right. You're right. I can't argue with that.
But it's funny how you
This is
mentioned
so-
where somebody else mentioned like because you guys were against the idea because someone said like, well, no, because the major difference is that the Pokemon actually become friends and connected with their trainers, which is part of the Pokemon lore and everything.
Pokemon trainers are the managers.
Right.
Yeah. You were saying they were enslaved, and I was saying no, Pokemon choose.
Once they've been captured, the Pokeball technically brainwashes them.
Well,
that
unless
was-
you're Jim Cornette, that you have your mom go out and pay for it.
I mean, maybe that's what's happening. I mean, hey, who
To
says we
be
have to
fair,
let
the
Nintendo
Rocket
tell
game
us?
exists for a reason.
Um.
Oh God.
It's all made up. You can believe whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to let Nintendo tell you exactly what happens with the Pokeballs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team elimination gauntlet match. And it is for the Sinnoh Regional Championship.
Tell me though, you wouldn't be kind of excited if that was like the Big Four gimmick.
That's how they were announced.
The Elite Four. Yeah.
Imagine
I would be so down.
Doing that announcement.
I would, like if Pokemon was a real thing and that's how they announced it, I'd be so into it.
I mean, that's the whole point of having. That was part of what we were talking about before. Like, that's the point of having ringside commentary, is to get people excited about it by making more of a story. I mean, to again, kind of part the curtain a little bit on how wrestling's supposed to work. In sports, everyone, is waiting for that moment where there's the thing, the story they're going to tell about the game for the rest of their lives, about when they were down by whatever and they came back at the last second. Wrestling looks at that and says, okay, what if we made a business out of that, though?
Now it's really funny.
Out of the storytelling aspect.
Yeah.
No, it's still extremely physical. It looks like it could be an actual fight, but have you ever tried to actually Irish whip someone? It doesn't work like that.
No. They are actually very strong. They are lifting each other. They are pushing. They are pinning.
They are highly talented and highly athletic.
They are
and they get injured.
Each other with chairs.
They get injured all the time.
This stuff is real. It's all improv. Yes, sure. Spoilers,
wrestling
folks,
is predetermined.
but not really
it's
spoilers.
Somewhat scripted when it comes to WWE. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that in the ring they are actually fucking hurting each other.
They are still hurting each other, but the thing is that they understand that each other are entertainers, and in some cases they are helping each other, and in other cases, they want to get higher up in the ranks in terms of entertainment, and so they're trying to take other people out. That's why you have these rivalries and whatnot. It's really like quite the drama. It's not.
Well, that's the storytelling aspect of it.
It's not
in real life, though. They're trying to put each other over to make if they want to make this person be there, for this storyline, the new guy you want people to root for. You can have people take a loss that maybe they in real life wouldn't, to put that guy. That's what they call putting a guy over.
I'm going to give you a perfect example. Shelton Benjamin going up against Triple H in Shelton's first match in the WWE on Raw. This was during Triple H's reign of dominance with the World Championship.
Yeah.
Like, basically, Shelton shows up, and he's this, bright-eyed babyface who just came out of OVW, who's this extremely athletic guy. He's good. And what happens? He gets the upset win over Triple H. The guy who's been on this reign of terror. He gets a win. He's instantly pushed up to the stratosphere, basically.
Yeah. That's
how you make a star.
Exactly. That's
if I may also tell my story.
All right, go for it.
So, when Dwayne Johnson, or at the time known as The Rock, when he first got himself started.
Oh, are we gonna talk about this?
Yeah, this one. The thing is that he was friends with Ed, please. He was friends with the guy that he was fighting against. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to let you just win, dude. Let's make a story out of this. Show me what you got. Are you worthy of being a part of the league? Are you worthy of being part of the story? And you can see this testimony on Dwayne Johnson's YouTube. It's one of his first videos. And, they throw down and they do this whole thing, and he actually and the guy's been, his opponent has been in the ring for a while, in the scene. And
who was his opponent?
I can't remember who his opponent was. I'm trying to look it up right now. It was on. It was in November.
It was at November. That would be Survivor Series.
Anyway, So basically, so he shows up and he ends up, they end up having a really entertaining match because he basically steps in because he was supposed to fight somebody else, and then The Rock shows up and he's like, "No, I'm coming in here and we're doing this now." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, it looks like we have a new person here." And so he comes into the ring, they have a solid fight, and he drops him down and he pins him down, and he admits in his video, Dwayne Johnson does, is that his opponent says, "Hey man, you're really good. You're really entertaining. I'm really glad that that you made it. I'm happy to have you be part of the team." And he was like whispering it to him, like you can see them in the camera, like just them whispering to each other. And he's like, thank you so much for this opportunity. And that's how he got started.
Actually, I'd like to point out one major flaw with your story.
What was that?
He wasn't The Rock. He was Rocky Maivia.
Oh, that's right. Yes. But at the same, but I mean, he was the same character. I mean,
no, Rocky Maivia and The Rock are completely different. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, like him getting
it's an evolution.
Either way, him getting into the scene was really important to him, and he managed to do it, and that's how it works. Like,
well,
yes,
it also probably helped that he's a second generation. No, he's third generation actually.
It is entertainment. It's not like MMA where it's real legit fights, but I mean they are actually hitting and hurting each other. They are dropping each other. They are throwing shit at each other. They are doing.
Oh my god! Are you saying the wrestlers don't hurt each other?
Yeah, no, I know, right?
No.
Well, but what I'm saying is that like, because I mean, people like to throw around, oh well, it's just all fake. Like, no, it's just it's
again,
improv,
it's predetermined.
It's improv.
Yeah.
It's improv, entertainment, and drama. That's what it is.
Oh god! You know what? I just thought of something. If you said that in front of any of the boys from the old school, like from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, oh boy, you'd have your ass beat.
The business changed over time.
Well, yeah,
the business
I was gonna say the business has changed.
People now know the inner workings, but God, I hate it when I hear professional wrestling being called just, oh, it's just entertainment, it's just this, it's just that, blah blah blah.
No, there's definitely more to it. Absolutely. That's why
I hate the fact
that's why I like to hyphenate, saying like, I know for a fact that it's not all
there's
fake,
a reason
but it is a show.
There's a reason
there is
the
drama, and
like,
it is
people who are
improv,
in
and
the
there is
business
acting,
hate
and
the
there
term
are
sports
stunts.
entertainment. It works, but
it works, and it's great.
Unfortunately,
and it's great entertainment, and who doesn't love, honestly, a really fun looking fight. Like, you can have as much fun watching a straight. You can have as much fun watching a straight up MMA fight all you want, but there ain't nothing like just the over the top, like, just dramatic intros. It's just so much fun.
I mean, there's a reason people still get chills whenever the Undertaker makes it.
Yeah. Because they did the work to build him up so that you as soon as his music plays, or as soon
there
as
was
you
literally no one else aside from Cal. It's been said by everyone in the business that he is the only one who could have ever made that gimmick work and last for so long.
Yeah, that's credit to him.
Yeah, he's that good.
Credit to all the greats.
Part-time.
Yes. Oh, poor guy. I mean, I know he loves it.
He is. He's approaching 60.
And that's why I'm like, dude, like, take care of yourself. That's all I'm saying.
He didn't show up this past WrestleMania, so at least he got that part going.
Right. Gosh. Yeah.
He made an appearance just yesterday on SmackDown.
Oh.
Yeah, because they were in Madison Square Garden.
Hey RJ, we should hang out and watch a game sometime.
Maybe. I need more. I need more time, and
Oh boy.
and the problem is like with a lot of these really big ones, they're just so long. You miss a good just quick 6-minute match.
Good.
Why?
Lord.
Because most of it's all just the beef.
Well, there's a tendency to make every single match be a big important match with lots of kickouts and lots of twists and turns, and it's like
that's mainly WWE though.
This is true. This is true.
They have killed the art of the finisher, and it fucking.
Yeah.
It's more. I don't think there's actually a finisher that's
Ding ding ding
truly
ding ding.
protected.
We reached 5 fucks.
If I'm to back away from WWE, I'm going to sound like a complete and utter fanboy for saying this if there are any wrestling fans listening. But check out AEW, seriously. Cody and Dustin Rhodes had a hell of a match.
Was this the one you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Yeah, just from you describing it, it sounded amazing.
Basically, it's the boys. They're going at it. Cody's looking at his brother Dustin, the former Gold Dust, thinking, you know what? You're the last vestige of the Attitude Era. I love you, my brother, but I'm going to kill the Attitude Era. Fuck you.
So, this kind of ties into, especially with
it's not
the
a fancy
story
match.
that both of the stories that Ed and I shared ties into one of the elements that I wanted to bring up, is that even though Pokemon are usually best friends with their trainers, as they are Pokemon training for battle and for that kind of world set rather than being just simply wild, Pokemon become friends with each other. But you also have rivalries.
Mm-hmm. Sure, between different trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, it's not scripted. That's actually real animosity.
Well,
they probably do want to kill each other.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, the game storyline is scripted.
Yeah, well,
fuck off.
But what I'm saying is that like
Fuck me yourself, you coward. Except I don't really want that, but you left me an opening.
God damn it.
Wait, did I get an extra F from Ed?
You missed it. It doesn't count.
That doesn't count. You have to be on the ball. Sorry, man.
Ah, damn.
It's like when you're calling Uno.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
You got to be on this shit.
But yeah, no, it's just like, they do like to help each other out, even if they are in heat of combat.
Right.
With each other. They're still gonna want to win, especially for themselves, their own integrity, and for their managers, their trainers. But
you might say they want to be the very best, the best that ever was.
Exactly, but at the same time,
I think that joke made me dead.
They'll all still chill out. They'll all still.
Actually, I don't think it's just us. I think it's everyone. I think everyone's now used that joke way too often. I think it's now dead.
Maybe, probably.
Josh Magnum is the one who killed it. Nice going, dickhead.
I will gladly add that to my mantle. Put it up there with a little gold leaf plaque on there.
The best that ever was.
That was me, boys. That was me.
I'm the one who killed that joke.
You know
y'all
what?
can thank me later.
You know what? I'm gonna get Sasha to 3D print that for you.
Oh, please do. Oh, I would display that with pride, no joke.
Oh Lord.
But go on. You were trying to make an eloquent point, and I rudely.
I think I
did a bit.
I think I already made my point, and I started to beat a dead horse.
Screw eloquence.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I guess what I was going to say is that. But at the end of the day, they all end up.
Road.
At the end of the day, they all end up chilling in the spa together.
Yeah.
You know. And sort of the trainers. Especially like with the later games, like the trainers are much more friendly towards each other, whereas before it was like really cutthroat. Like Kanto games, man, like just Kanto and Johto, the trainer. Well, Johto, they actually wanted to share their phone numbers with you and be like, hey, we should battle again sometime. But the kids in Kanto, man, they wanted to like just freaking kill you.
Fucking
Smell
Gary,
you later, Ashy boy. Actually,
Okay.
no, we're talking games. Smell you later, Red.
Right.
You look directly into my eyes. Therefore, we must battle. I wasn't even looking at you. I just happened to be walking past you. We battle now, bitch.
Yeah, but I saw you. That means I gotta walk up to you. I gotta interrupt whatever you're doing. We gotta have a fight. Look at my Rattata.
World
It's
Star.
in the top
World Star.
1%
World
of
Star.
Rattatas. Joey,
Wouldn't
I
that be
don't care about
hilarious?
that. But
Like
look
in
at
the
my Rattata.
Like in the Pokemon world, it's like people are just kind of wandering back and forth between towns, and then just in the middle of a place you see two Pokemon trainers. One happens just to kind of like walk past the other, and they say, "Hey, you." Huh? Yeah, you. See, you got some Pokeballs there. Yeah, what about it? I see you looking at me. What do you mean? I'm just going to the next town. No. I see you looking at me. Well, I'm looking at you now, but I didn't mean to. No. We've made eye contact. You know the rules. Pulls out a Pokeball. We fighting right now. We fighting right now, you bitch. We fighting right here now, bitch. And then you see like all the other NPCs around in the area go, oh! World. They're pulling up their Pokedexes, taking pictures. World Star. World Star.
Oh my God! It's backyard wrestling. It's the chumps who don't know what they're doing.
It's like, okay then, present yourself. You know, what's? Yeah, just a sec. Yep.
I want her bowl, and I want her to have clean water today.
Well, it's time for a distraction. Let's get back to talking about the actual conversation about wrestling.
Sure. We can do that
The
too.
ins and outs, not the
I wasn't done with my
fantasized
story.
version.
Grandma,
Oh, shit, he's back.
I'm doing a podcast. So it's
Well,
like,
shit. Looks like we can't have our serious
it's like,
conversation.
all right,
about
man,
professional
you
wrestling
wanna,
because we
all
got
right, man, you
Dick
wanna,
over here who's so idealized about it.
all right, man, you wanna
He's into the
battle me?
spectacle of watching Braun Strowman flip a fucking ambulance with a guy supposedly inside.
It's like, all right, man, you wanna battle me? Okay, cool. Do you have anything cool to say before we start? I like shorts.
They're
Oh,
comfortable
Jesus
and easy to
Christ.
wear.
They're so comfortable. I mean, seriously, these are really comfy. I'm like,
I don't care. You're the one who challenged me to a battle. Whip out your Pokemon. Let's do this thing already. Whip out your monsters and let's do this already.
that's not a euphemism at all. Oh my.
Oh, behave.
Just a quick reminder, guys. We want to remind you that we do have some people in the chat on YouTube. Nathaniel says hi.
Hey, Nate.
Nathaniel Hinkle.
Hey, Googie.
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes late to that one.
Sorry, Nathaniel. Yeah, we got distracted. I was looking at a page full of Pokemon, so I wasn't looking at the chat. Sorry about that.
In fact, I was actually just before you said that, I was actually just about to check that. Why are all of your messages being deleted?
I was just trying to figure that out. Sorry.
I think Streamlabs is being a cunt.
Could be.
Let's-
And no
There are
worries,
also
Nathaniel. No,
things-
you got to go to bed. Yeah, we're all doing okay. Sorry, we've been scarce. I've been busy with work and also some video games. I've I gotta admit, I've been bad. I've been doing a lot of things where I just kind of, instead of hopping on Discord, I just kind of go straight home. And I've been playing Octopath Traveler.
Oh,
in bed.
dude. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Good man. Solid game.
I'm loving it, and I just, like, this last week I was just like, you know what? I need to make some solid progress on it, because I just haven't. And I'm really loving it. So anyway,
All right.
sorry, Nathan.
Quick.
We promised Nathan we will check more next time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. We got kind of wrapped up. Thanks for
Yep,
dropping in, though.
our bad. Yeah. Hope you have a good night. Get some good
At
sleep.
least, at least
Sleep
give
is
us
important.
a thumbs up.
No, it's not. That's a lie.
You don't have to. If you feel neglected, I apologize.
Sleep is never important. I learned that the easy way.
Who needs sleep when you cannot?
Oh.
Who needs sleep when you have insomnia?
Insomnia?
Insomnia.
What's that?
Insomnia. It's everyone's friend. Making you delusional since time immemorial.
I think this is a great time. Ed, or yeah, Ed. Would you like to go?
What's up, Alex?
What's up? What's going on?
You know,
What's up? Would you like to do
What
another
are we
commercial
doing?
for us?
What?
Would you like to do another commercial for us?
Oh, that's simple. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick reminder that this episode of the Tridorks, as all previous ones, are brought to you by True Apparel.
True
Is it
apparel?
True Apparel? Yeah, True Apparel. They make custom clothing and other such objects for your person at affordable prices, and they're extremely comfortable. And if you're lacking a design, well, that's okay, because our good friend Coop Cheese here does artwork, and you can do that whenever he decides to get the donations done, you know. So, and once you get your artwork from dear Alex, or you make your own, you can visit True Apparel Clothing on Instagram, or check out True Apparel 1 on Twitter. Send them a message, and they will get to work on your stuff. Again,
I believe
that
it's
is
nerd and game-centric apparel, correct?
it's not just that; it can be literally anything.
Right, but they like to emphasize
They
that.
they do like their gaming stuff. That is true, but they could be anything. You want I don't know, you want some I don't know, just an Eevee head on a t-shirt? There you go. You want to have a lightsaber on a t-shirt? There you go. That's what they can do. So, like, once again, on Instagram, that's True Apparel Clothing, and on Twitter, it's True Apparel 1.
Ninjas
Once
with guitars.
Once more, True Apparel Clothing on Instagram and True Apparel 1 on Twitter. True Apparel for all your quality custom design shirt and apparel needs.
Ninjas
There
on
you go.
guitars.
God damn it, you're like Mr. Torg over there, aren't you? Oh yeah! Explosion! Okay, that sounds like the riff to a porn. You need to stop. You need to stop before this gets too pornographic. Alright. Hold on, speaking of porn, I was browsing Cameo.
Let's
You know,
talk. Wait. Hold on. Now we're gonna have a triforce of topics. We're gonna fuse wrestling, Pokemon, and porn.
Listen to me. This is a short anecdote. This is not going to go anywhere. You guys are aware of Cameo, right? The site that allows you to hire celebrities and other
No.
such individuals to, send personalized greetings for specific amounts of money. Well, I was browsing there one day because I was bored. I literally had nothing to do. I was looking at the wrestling people, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to look in general. I found Ron Jeremy.
Oh my.
Ron Jeremy's on fucking Cameo.
Oh, God bless him.
It's
All right.
was so obvious he was reading off a script.
Well, sure. I
To
mean,
be
look,
fair, they all are.
He's
It's
not
like
he's not an A-class actor. King Lawler, who is also on Cameo, and he is brilliant.
I mean
sure.
they basically just have people with cue cards in the back saying, "Say this now," because the porn stars are so drugged up they can't even think properly.
Yeah.
I mean, all respect to Ron Jeremy, but there was a lot of coke in between.
Also on Cameo, I found Peter Cummings.
Really? Oh,
Cummings.
Tigger.
I found a lot of people.
Wait, no, that's
And
Jim
one of them, I just couldn't help but laugh because she was so cheap. Even though apparently she is such a big deal. I'm not gonna mention her name. I'm not gonna mention her name because that would just give her power. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because no one gives a shit about her to begin with. It's Monica Rial.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The poor voice of Bulma is now getting thrown under the bus by Funimation. But let's get back to the topics at hand. I don't want to dwell on that. Dwell on shit that makes me mad. Instead, let's dwell on some shit that makes me mad, like professional wrestling and Pokemon.
Professional wrestling, Pokemon, and porn. Let's talk about Gardevoir.
We're not talking about the fucking porn.
Ah, damn it! Yay! That's a 6.
Oh Lord.
Now I'm fishing for him.
Besides, porn doesn't exactly make me mad. It just makes me sad.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun for a time, but then afterwards you're just like, man, I'm no better than when I started.
As for me, it's more like I just go, well, now I feel like I've seen it all.
Well, that's why you go to hentai, but let's get back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, Pokemon, hentai, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Gardevoir!
Probably the most looted Pokemon on the planet.
She's
You're
cute.
not wrong.
She's pretty, though.
Hell, it might be the most looted Pokemon character in general.
No.
Misty might be up there.
Misty's up there, but I actually want to say it's...
I think May actually
I was
have
about to say, I think
may
it's
have the
May.
top rank on it.
It's May May or one of the trainer.
Who's the one with the donut buns for hair?
Donut.
And I realize that may not be
yeah.
helping.
She gets looted a lot.
Donut buns.
I just wish.
I realize that's not helpful, but like they all have brown hair, and I can't say that.
I just wish that Sabrina.
She has a white hat.
I just wish that Sabrina had more had better lewds.
Sabrina, was she?
Wait, are we actually talking about Pokemon lewds right now?
Hey,
This is
we can
where
talk
we
about
are.
whatever we want.
Oh God.
Tridorks After Dark. Excuse me. Made myself cough with that one.
Tridorks After Dark.
I could just put my freaking audio input and play the music, but I'm not gonna. I got some that sounds pretty pornographic, and it's just music too, so it's fine. It's
Is it
legal.
something that you produced? Is it something you produced yourself?
No, you would never catch me dead producing that sort of shit.
Oh, come on! All you have to do is just make it
Well-
some smooth funk.
Well, now, when it eventually does happen, I'm gonna have to backtrack a whole lot.
You're just gonna be
Just like, hey guys, remember when I said I'd never produce porn music? Well, I went out and fucking did it anyway.
Just call
I'm a
it.
liar.
Just call it smooth funk music for Coops.
It's the music Coop Cheese jacks off to.
Oh dear.
To be fair,
To
you're
be
also the type of
fair.
guy who gets horny from listening to two cellos, so you know that too.
Oh my God! Yes, that was amazing. I'm sorry. I get off to music.
It's not his
Oh
fault. He's
my.
an audiophile.
Now that that's on the internet.
Yep. That's out there.
Speaking of music, how about that Pokemon music?
Yeah, Ed, how about that Pokemon music?
It was fine up until Gen 7, then it got boring, and now with Sword and Shield, apparently there's some behind-the-scenes stuff saying the soundtrack was based off of classic British rock.
Oh, interesting.
And now, and
Are we
since I
talking like-
heard
are we
that,
talking
I'm just
like-
like,
are we
oh,
talking
that's
like-
an...
We're talking like
Considering what I've
Beatles?
heard from the soundtrack, I say that's an insult to classic British rock.
I mean, like, are we talking like Beatles?
We're talking Beatles, Queen,
Yeah,
that
Queen.
sort of shit.
I'd be
Classic.
okay with that actually.
Here's the problem. From what I've heard of the soundtrack, their soundtrack is an insult to classic British rock.
Well, it's because they're
It's-
Japanese and they're not classic British musicians.
It's really not that good. My fucking fan title screen is that has more Karen Wolf
leave those Pokemon alone.
put in. Oh my! Actually, you know what? What if Paul McCartney composed music for Pokemon?
I would be there for that.
I would
Oh
be
my
all
God.
over that.
I'd be there for that. Not gonna
He's
lie.
done video game music before. He did fucking Destiny.
That's a 7.
Oh, yeah.
Stop it with the ticker, seriously.
Nope.
What the hell?
Not gonna happen.
God damn it. But seriously, Paul McCartney did Destiny. It's not too crazy to assume, like, hey, what if he did Poke?
That'd be pretty cool, actually. However, I think it's hilarious with the idea that just a normal Pokemon trainer battle, or like maybe a even better, like an aquatic battle. It's Yellow Submarine, but like battle style. So okay,
Oh,
now
God.
I have a challenge for you, Ed.
I'm gonna have to listen to Yellow Submarine because that's one of the many pieces of classic music that I have not listened to because I don't listen to much music. I just listen to whatever catches my ear.
But
But now I know what your challenge is.
So
Yellow Submarine, as done in a Pokemon battle. Gotcha.
Yes.
I will see what I can do. Also,
Where does I Am the Walrus figure into all this? That's what I
Oh.
wanna.
That's obvious. That's obviously a route theme.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And
Maybe
on the
way to the psychic gym.
a nice town theme.
That-
Cuckoo Kajub.
That'd be like Route 11, I'd think.
A nice town theme. Look at all the people.
Yeah.
Whatever
That'd be
that
good. Also,
song is called. Woo-hoo.
Oh, I just thought of something for the Victory Road.
ooh, what's that?
Paint it black.
There you go.
Oh.
Paint it black, orchestrated.
Oh.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Dude.
Another good
so-
town one would be Norwegian Wood. Maybe Good Day Sunshine.
A good route theme could be I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
That would be another good one. Or
Ooh, that would
maybe
be a good, what would be a good cave theme?
Oh. I think we have to go something from Queen on that one, maybe.
yeah.
Well, Queen would definitely qualify for.
Actually, no. Queen,
I'm sorry. Here we go.
Queen would definitely actually be more like elite Pokemon League stuff.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Easy. Anytime you get on your bike, it's I want to ride my
I
bicycle.
want to ride my bike. Ride my bike.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Alternate that with Day Tripper.
That's getting a copyright strike just because I sang the fucking lyrics.
Yeah, well.
Thanks, UMG, you bloody cunts.
We can say that because we're talking about Brits.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe...
No, we were talking about Scots specifically, then it would have been completely acceptable.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe help for being in the cave. That's usually how I'm feeling in a cave.
Oh, you fucking schooner.
Jesus.
Uh,
But yeah, no, from what I've heard, soundtrack just it isn't good. From what I've seen of the visuals,
I'm still super excited, but I would love to hear like your version of the soundtrack where it's Pokemon remixes, orchestral Pokemon remixes of classic
if I
British
was to
rock.
compose this game, I already have my version of the title screen on my channel. It's got a hurdy-gurdy and bagpipes. It's instantly a winner.
there you go.
Plus, it's based on the version of the Pokemon theme heard in Heart Gold and Soul Silver slightly. So there you go. So there you go. I do not like how they've actually been arranged in the Pokemon theme recently.
Well, that's because they've been trying to add their own themes, but at the same time they want to now include the original theme.
Like the title screen specifically. They've gone from the that opening bit's like it doesn't take its time to pause. It's annoying.
It feels like it's just going through the motions, that there's no actual like weight or heart to it.
I don't want to shit on Junichi Masuda. He is the game's he is the current producer for Pokemon.
Right.
He's the one who's producing this game, and he's basically like he's almost at the level of studio head at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to shit on him because that's what everyone's been doing. And I want, if there's anyone here want to know my personal opinions on what I'm going to do with Shield, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy him already. But I'm not buying him new. I'm buying him used.
No, I'm going to buy him new. Oh, definitely going to buy him new.
Mine are used. I'm not supporting these terrible things. Reused animations, the whole Pokedex thing at this point, I'm just like, that's not the major issue anymore. Sure, it pisses me off that the fact that the National Dex isn't post-game, like it's always been. Especially when they have all the models and all they'd have to texture work. That's not what it's pissing me off anymore. It's everything else. It's the general textures in the world. It's world object placement. That is horrendous. Let me put it like this. Pokemon Sword and Shield makes a Bethesda game like Fallout and Skyrim look polished.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Well, have you been to Great Britain recently?
Oh, the poor
Wow,
bastard.
slagging Breton, Jesus. That's
They've had a rough go of it for a while.
They've had a rough go, but here's the problem. Even that's more polished than Sword and Shield. Don't get me wrong, I like some of the new Pokemon designs. I think that Galarian Weezing is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, and I love it to death.
Sure. Smokestack,
is-
posh. Weezing.
he is now a posh bastard. I love it.
Yeah.
Completely
Also slightly
gaseous
bong
weird.
shaped for all those jokes.
Oh God. It's amazing. I do enjoy some of the designs they're throwing out. Wooloo is fucking adorable.
Instinct fave there. Yeah.
Everyone loved that one. Even PETA loved it. That they decided to use that Pokemon to do a thing against shearing sheep.
Oh, PETA,
And
never
then
change.
everyone memed them back saying, hey, shearing us is healthy, you dumb fucks.
Well, PETA's never actually been
PETA is...
in
PETA's
favor of
dead-
helping the animals.
dying
They just
PETA's a dying meme at this point.
trying to stay relevant. But
They're trying so hard and they're failing. They're just
They've,
pissing people off.
I think we should
No
stop
argument there.
using other
Kind
animals.
of like 2K has recently, but
you
let's,
mean
again,
like we should stop using
we're
other
not going
animals
deep
for
in that
our...
rabbit hole. We still have
Thank you. Oh, we should stop using other animals to help forward our objectives. Wait, so we should stop doing
like putting all those dogs in
we should
kennels,
stop
that way you
doing
can
what
kill them
every
later.
we should stop doing what every other animal in the animal kingdom does. Interesting.
It's the circle of life for a reason.
You see, hey Peter,
But
I
yeah,
got
no.
something for you. You see, when we die, our bodies become the grass.
The animals eat the grass, then the animals eat each other.
Mm-hmm. And then they die, and then they shit, and the shit becomes the grass again.
and round it goes.
So what you're saying is we're all eating shit and we didn't realize.
We've all been eating the same shit for what, 6 billion years?
Yep. It's all recycled shit.
Pretty much.
Shit. So you're saying it's shit all the way down.
It's all bullshit, folks, and it's bad
All-
for you.
All the way down.
And you know what's really
At
fun?
one point,
how
it
we
was
work.
all bullshit.
And speaking of Pokemon, let's get into evolution really quickly. Just a slight little tangent since we're talking about shit. Fun little factoid here. There are 2 different evolutionary beginnings. Where the cell creates... there are 2 different cells that created different cavities. One was to consume, and the other was to shit.
There you go.
All of the animal species comes from the line of cells that start out as a shithole. We absorb...
And you gotta have someone get rid of stuff you don't want.
We absorb our nutrients, and then we have our asshole. So the funny thing is that also when we're born, you can see the transitional stages evolutionary as the cell develops into a fetus, etc., etc., etc. How we evolved, and every single one of us starts as an asshole.
I mean, no, honestly, expect him to hang on to it.
I'd let you finish that whole thing, but I found the problem with Pokemon.
Okay.
It's a recent problem. Going back to 2014, when it really started again, it's the game director. It's not Junichi Masuda's fault. He's just a producer. Who's the game director? It's Shigeru Omori. To be fair,
Not Miyamoto.
he has
Omori.
Omori.
Okay.
It's Omori.
That's some more.
As soon as he took up the director's chair in this one, which was back with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Looks like it's a pizza pie. That's Omori.
Oh Jesus! Can I get my point here or what?
Sorry, that was on me.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Ever since Omori has taken up the director's chair in 2014 with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the game quality has dipped.
Omega Ruby Sapphire is one of my
Omega
all-time
Ruby
favorite
Alpha
games.
Sapphire was a slog. Sun and Moon was basically unplayable with how much it held your fucking hand.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
He only served as producer on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but that was just a rehash. And the reason the Let's Go games were so good, it's because he was only a general producer.
Yeah.
He wasn't the game director.
Yeah, no.
Now, Sword
My
and Shield
three
is
favorite
all these
generations. My three favorite generations were the first three.
He actually worked on the third generation. He was
Red, blue,
a
silver,
he was a
gold,
general.
and
His game
emerald.
credits are general designer and map designer for Ruby and Sapphire. Same for Fire Red and Leaf Green, and same for Emerald.
I really enjoyed those games.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he was just a general designer.
He wasn't actually a director.
It's when he got the director's chair. Junichi Masuda, I think his last directing job was with X and Y, I believe.
One I enjoyed.
It was a bit, looking back on it, the story was a bit bland, but I managed to get through it in 80 hours, and I had so much fun, I lost track of all that time. I don't know where it went, but I'm glad I spent it.
I liked
Yeah,
Pearl.
He's been working on it since Gen 3, so he was in there. Platinum.
I liked Pearl, so
He was a map designer there, too.
I also enjoyed Silver Gold. I don't know if he was involved in that and all.
oh, Silver Gold is the best.
Gold and
version.
Silver? No. His first credits are back in 2002 with Ruby and Sapphire.
You know, it's really fun about Silver and
Gotcha.
Gold. I purchased both versions for my DS, and then I bought a Game Shark for one of them. So for my
Nice.
Gold edition, I played it straight.
Junichi Masuda
Then Silver,
began
I hooked
work
it up to
on
my
the
Game
Pokemon
Shark.
series with Red and Green in '96 as a programmer, the composer, and with sound effects. That's his thing. And actually, this explains a lot. His first chance in the director's chair. Wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. I was going to say that it was Generation 3, but no. It was Pokemon Crystal.
Huh.
That was the first game he was, like, official director.
by fusing Gold and Silver.
He was sub-director on those games.
Well, I mean,
Like,
those were.
But
those
his first
were-
generation, like, he properly directed. Well, it is technically Crystal. The first one, like, he actually, like, went in from the ground up and did that shit was Ruby and Sapphire. So there you go. That's his
not
thing.
Like he
And
can't
when did
be a
he
ba-
step
It's not like
down?
he can't be a bad director. It's just
Now he's now producer. That's the thing.
now he has become mad with power.
No, it's not mad with power.
He
He's
just
just
doesn't
not
have a hand. Yeah.
It's out of his hands now. He's just a producer.
Oh.
Yeah, producers, all they really do is just kind of get the ball rolling. They're not really...
His last actual director role for a Pokemon game was the Let's Go games.
Which
No
I have been
wonder I
meaning to
liked
pick
them
up.
so much.
I could not stand the Let's Go games.
Look, shit on them all you want. I get it. It's fucking Pokemon Go on the console. It's a stupid distraction. It's a fun distraction. Let it go.
Nah. It took a lot away from the actual strategy of a real Pokemon game. So I had no interest.
Well, good news. It's a side game.
Yeah.
It's not main series, so there you go.
No.
But his last main series, in terms of directing, was X and Y. He stepped back for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where he was just a
Okay,
producer.
I actually really liked X and Y.
Yeah,
Same. Yeah, we all did.
that was his last main series director thing.
I really liked X and Y. That one really captured me.
What I'm saying is, don't blame Masuda-san. He's been fine. As a director, he's been good. As a music supervisor, or just as a composer, he's been serviceable. He's done good work. When he's gone into the producer role, he's getting the ball rolling. Unfortunately, that's all he can do. After that, it's up to the director, and that goes to Shigeru Omori.
I have a question.
If you're gonna
though.
blame anyone, blame him, but don't go harassing him. That's not
don't-
gonna.
Hey,
That's
That
not
doesn't
gonna
help.
help the situation.
hey, at least we still have Ken Sugimori, right? Right?
Maybe.
Doing the.
What did he? Hold on. What did he work?
He did all the Pokemon designs. He did all the artwork.
He's stepping back.
No!
He's been stepping back for a long time, dude.
Aw, Ken. You made the artwork look so charming.
I think he's still there, but he's definitely not the head.
Ugh. His use of watercolors were so good.
Here
They're
is
just
the head
so
artist
Brilliant.
for Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a man by the name of James Turner. His designs aren't bad. It's too bad that they're just in a shit game.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate, and this is why we need fan games. It's too bad Nintendo strikes those down harder than
That
insert
is-
allegory here.
I mean, I think I'm not saying anything too controversial here when I say we're all three of us at least kind of Nintendo fanboys. That is the one thing I cannot give them any slack for. They are so ruthless about shutting down any kind of emulation. I cannot understand it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I know that we're criticizing this shit. Here's the thing. The people who are going to bat for Game Freak on this one, I mean,
Mhm.
go ahead. Go to bat for Game Freak if you so wish, but don't say the people who are complaining aren't true Pokemon fans. The reason we are complaining is because we want
are
Pokemon
true
to be
Pokemon
good.
fans.
You like Pokemon? That's fine. I still play Pokemon Go. I think it's a fun little mobile game. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, I just picked up for me and my girlfriend. Now they were fan made,
Here's the thing.
but
Fans criticize things.
There are these little crystal Pokeballs with the
Oh, yeah, those
laser
things.
with the laser imprinted Pokemon on the inside.
Ah, those are nice.
And it's very nice. Yeah, and it's got a little stand. I wish I had more control with the light in the stand. I got
They're not officially licensed, but by God, they look awesome.
Yeah, I have a Gengar, and she's gonna be receiving her Glaceon soon.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, the reason we criticize this stuff is because we want the games to be good. I do believe it's a mistake to take out the national decks, but that's not the main point anymore. I can live
I
without
honestly think it's a
without
mistake
being
to
able to catch every single Pokemon in game. You haven't been able to do that since Generation 2, actually.
No. That's the weird thing, is that for the most part, a lot of the Nintendo systems have been backwards compatible, and especially when it comes to the portable games, and sometimes you could do it through a console to two different
You can't
portable
bring
systems.
Pokemon from Generation 2 up to Generation 3 and you can't send them back.
Well, you can bring them too, but you can't send them back. That's correct.
No, you can't bring Gen 2 to Gen 3.
Yes, you can.
Why do you think we had that influx of Pokemon content
No,
where you could
yes,
actually catch Pokemon trans?
Tech-
Listen to what I am saying. Trust me, I've been around. I know my shit. I may have only been around since Gen 4, but goddamn, I know the mechanics pretty friggin' well. That's the reason Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness exist. It was to get those Pokemon that you couldn't catch in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Leaf Green and Fire Red, because there were still Pokemon that you'd be missing. you wouldn't be getting Ho-Oh or Lugia anytime, for example.
Yeah, I guess you're
I
right.
know it sounds like I'm kind of shutting you down, but
No. You're right.
I'm a stickler for these sorts of
I'll
details.
always admit when I'm wrong. No problem.
Also, speaking of Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness, I'd like to point out that those games have better animation than Sword and Shield. The recent argument has been Battle Revolution, which was released on the Wii, of how good its animation is, which it's spectacular.
By the way, let's get
animation
back
is
to also
glorious.
the topic of wrestling in Pokemon. Pokken Tournament.
I think I'm dropping... Oh, shut up. I want to continue bitching over here. I don't want to have a fun conversation anymore. That time has passed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
I know I'm
to
hijacking this, but
welcome
goddamn
to
it.
the Envoy of Death Hour.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is now all me viewing shit. However long I got left.
Death Envoy's Pillar of Salt.
Oh god, it's so salty. Even the like, dude, can I have some back? Yeah, no. When you take a look at
think I need some water now.
yeah, I'm not gonna make this too long. It's just
No worries. Sorry.
there are so many fucking mistakes in Sword and Shield.
9.
And the fanboys who are just going to instantly about like, oh well, I think it's fine, and you're not a true Pokemon fan. Like, you people. I got in like an argument on Twitter, very short ones, mind you, because I brought up like legitimate points when I first saw when I first heard some of the music from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I've played, and amazingly, I'm not pissed at.
Another one on my list to look at. Yeah.
You know how their opening theme is basically just an anime opening?
Yes.
I've made the argument that wasn't Fire Emblem. And the reason it mattered is because Fire Emblem's always had a more operatic tone to it. So it sounds like you are at the opera. Say what you will about frickin'... What was the one from Fates? Lost in Thought All Alone, I think.
Right, yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. Even though most of my knowledge of Fate's is secondhand. Yeah, that one. The main theme.
As much as people shit on that, could you imagine it at an opera?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
works.
an opera figures prominently into the plot of the game, at least for the conquest side of things.
Actually.
Now that you mention it. So now this is a Fire Emblem cast. We're all over the place tonight.
God.
Sorry.
I was basically shitting on it because it didn't sound like something I'd hear in opera, but then I heard the actual orchestral version. No, it's still not much better. But at the very least, it has like at least the illusion that you hear this in its very operatic Fire Emblem setting. Right. Very grandiose medieval fantasy. Amazing quest. I basically brought that. I'm like, oh, well, I like it, so that's what the argument devolves to. Like, you can't reason with this person because they're just going to use the argument of this. Well, I like it, so it's fine. Do you can you see the anger that can come off when you make a really good point?
I mean,
and then they
can
just
I
bring
get
that?
right up on the mic and maybe say something that'll make everybody mad? That's kind of the lesson of life. You can make all the best arguments you want. You can do research. You can do actual work.
Okay. Let me just say this. Game Freak has officially killed Pokemon, and it's all your fault.
And now that's out there.
Going, stupids.
And we'll see in a couple of months, whenever it's coming out, whether or not any consequences comes of that.
This is why I'm not buying it fucking new.
Yeah.
I'm not going to support Nintendo's poor decisions. Instead, I'm going to support my local GameStop / EB Games.
There you go. That's
Here's
all
the
anyone
thing.
can do.
That just makes
They
you
have
sound like
some
a more
shady
terrible
practices,
person.
including selling new games as used. I might just go into my local EB Games and ask for Pokemon Sword and Shield used. But they're just like, hey, but make sure it's a new copy. Really stick it to these assholes.
I mean, again, the dirty secret of all this is when it really comes down to it, no matter how much research anyone does on anyone's side, for a lot of people, you either like it or you don't. And that's kind of the
Speak
least
with your
common
wallet,
denominator.
basically.
That's the least common denominator. Either you like it or you don't. Doesn't matter what reasons you have, doesn't matter what reasons you don't have. That's kind of what it comes down to for people. And you can rage against that. You can shout into that void. you can scream into it.
You can be a human being, or you can be the
Yeah. Or you can just be like, well, I guess this is just how it is. And move on, and you go and you find the things you do love. You find the things you do love and just pour yourself into that.
Sega sometimes more than Nintendo, because at the very least they're very open with fan games.
There you go.
Seriously, Nintendo, if anyone from Nintendo is listening, lighten up on your policy with fan games, please. We're not doing it to be malicious whatsoever.
No, we do it because we love your games, and that's sometimes the only way to get a hold of them is to emulate them. Because
the only way we get the games we want is to make them ourselves.
And there's that too.
Nintendo, consider the following.
Consider the following, if you will.
Your very rival, who you no longer consider a rival, but just some sort of pinion that you kind of kick around. Sega, they're actually taking quite a rise. And what was so
guess what? The
what
people
was something
making those fan games are making the official games now.
Tell me what was so successful in the last 2 years that came out of Sega? That's including a bipedal blue hedgehog.
Spoiler alert, it was made by fans.
Sonic Mania.
Spoiler alert, it was made by fans.
Now, granted, it basically Nintendo. If there's someone out there, Nintendo, listening to this at some point in the world of
actually, you
time
know what?
and space,
Scratch just Nintendo. Nintendo of America.
Let me just say this.
Doug Bowser, if you're listening to this.
They saw the memes. They owned the memes. They saw the love and talent that some of these people were putting into their fandom, like writing music, T-Lopes.
Oh, we love T-Lopes.
And not to mention, you've been working with what's his name they've been working with what's his name for mobile games of versions of the old Sonic games, updating
the mobile
them.
ports of the classics.
Exactly, and how did that team get started? They got started simply making them just as fan games on the side. And
well, wasn't he porting the Sonic game to as like a side project, and then somehow Sega heard about it and like, could you do this for real, please?
He was porting.
Wasn't that how that story went?
He was porting them and manipulating them to higher platforms, so that they could be played on higher level platforms.
Okay, that's how that started. I was not entirely sure.
And so basically, it's like, come on, Nintendo, see what your fans are actually doing. Don't just give us Mario Maker. You understand that a lot of your fans are adults. And yes, you do understand that a lot of these adults are now parents and they want to play with their kids, and I see that's the angle in which you're coming at, and that's always going to be your angle. I get that. We get that. That's understandable. But come on.
But some of us want to play with the idea of an alternate Fire Emblem timeline where Seda died.
you know, it's just
What a block of
humans
wood.
humans like to explore. We like to have our little sandboxes, and we have the technology. We're gonna do it anyway. Why stop us? Why be so violently? Do you think we're actually going to be making money off of this? Maybe some people are. So then what you do instead is hire them. Don't cut them at the core. You hire them.
Actually,
Because apparently they're doing better work than the people that are working already for you.
I love intelligent systems, but I'm pretty sure I could design a at this point.
So
hell, I love Game Freak, but I'm pretty sure that most of the fans have actually designed better Pokemon games. Which is why they're working on Town, and good for them.
I've seen some really shitty ones, but I've also seen some really good ones. And
hold on, do you remember Pokemon Uranium?
Oh, I remember hearing about it, but I never touched it.
I played it a little bit. That was 2 people over the course of 8 years putting that together. It's fucking nuts.
Speaking of fans of Pokemon, Death Envoy right here. He loves the music.
Oh my! I love the music. Is always one of the highlights, and one of the biggest highlights is hearing it in the anime.
He's constantly showing me his remixes of music from the show. Not to throw you under the bus so that you're going to get targeted or anything, but
screw it, I don't care.
Seriously, this guy right here, you know, he's a musical genius, and what is he doing? He's learning from the best, and he's produced better quality content now than what I've heard from the actual Pokemon games. But they're the same themes. They're the same damn themes. And what? Are you going to get angry because of what? Pride?
I don't think they can really
we
argue
own that
pride.
content, so now you have to give us money?
Hey, Alex, here's the thing. It's not a matter of pride, because I can already tell you one composer who does their music better than they do, and it's Shinji Miyazaki, the guy who's been composing the Pokemon anime since its inception.
Yeah.
That's every episode and every movie. It's all been him.
Did he also write the music for Detective Pikachu?
The movie?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
The live action? No, that was Henry Jackman. But he did it. Henry Jackman did such a good job with that soundtrack.
I freaking loved that movie.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
also
so good.
Thumbs up from me.
I'm talking about like all the anime films. That's all Shinji.
Yeah, I know.
He is a god.
So
it's
like
a shame that none of the music has been released past Gen 4. Come on, Pokemon Company, step it up. Do you realize how much people would pay for a collection of music now from the anime Gen 5 to Gen 7? How much we would pay for the anime of those tracks?
Oh my god, how much money would I pay for a vinyl of that?
I'd pay a good $60 to $80, depending on whether we're talking American or Canadian.
If it was the full soundtrack from Red Blue from Kanto if it was Kanto and Johto, I'd easily spend I'd easily spend 120 right there.
If it was from Kanto to Alola, imagine how much. And that would be worth every single second.
Just Kanto, just the Kanto region alone, I'd easily spend $80.
No, I'm talking from Kanto to Alola. So Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova.
Oh, that's an easy $300 right there.
Like basically from Gen 1 to Gen 7 in anime, music by Shinji Miyazaki. That's
an easy 300.
Yeah. I'd buy it. Not as vinyl, mind you, but I'd buy it. CD. That way I can rip it onto my computer and listen to it on my iPod.
Here's the thing. I have an orchestral version of Pokemon Silver and Gold soundtrack on vinyl. And it is gorgeous.
That project also got shut down.
But I have their vinyl.
Yeah.
Somehow they got it through. Somehow I was able to purchase it. So, big middle finger to you, Nintendo. I have one of the best soundtracks of all time.
And it
was a joy to listen to. I've listened to it 5 times in a row straight.
Actually, at that point, it's not exactly Nintendo. That could just be a part of the Pokemon Company.
Oh, yeah, now it's the Pokemon Company. But
how Pokemon is split is really weird. It's a 3-way split between the Pokemon Company, Nintendo, and Game Freak.
Well, Game Freak, does Game
No,
Freak
Game
even,
Freak
does
has
Game
lost
Freak
a
even
lot
still
of
exist
leverage.
anymore?
What?
Does Game Freak even still exist anymore?
Game Freak? Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that they just kind of became the Pokemon Company.
No, Game Freak's still there. They co-own the Pokemon Company, sure, with Nintendo.
Oh, so it's like Game
Plus
Freak.
whatever anime distributors.
So Game Freak and Nintendo had a baby, and it's the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
and it has like I think 33% ownership of the brand itself.
Now, what's
entirely.
incredible is that they produce all of their content on their own. Like
Yeah.
the cards that used to be outsourced to Wizards of the Coast. In fact, Wizards of the Coast
be fair, the anime isn't
originally
producing
owned
in-house.
all
There's
of the
no
rights.
way.
They created the game itself. And then Nintendo bought it back and brought it to the Nintendo company, and now they produce the cards themselves.
They have become a Konami. Except they're a lot less shitty.
I was about to
I
say, fuck
mean, I
Konami.
think I was bringing this up a podcast or 2 ago. They are the highest grossing media franchise, at least of the current time.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a lot of
nuts.
money. That's enough to keep 3 companies going somehow, if
And
they've
that's
managed to hang on
also
to the
the
Enough
same
rights.
money to hire more animators for Sword and Shield.
Well, also, speaking of which, so we can wrap this all up, that also ties into the fact that we have so many different wrestling leagues when they're all kind of tied together.
Oh, they're not.
At all?
Don't even.
At all?
You say they're tied together, but they're not.
At all?
No.
There's a lot of just straight up separate leagues.
It's independent. There's a reason the indies exist. Like
Yep.
the only major organizations that exist are actually no, there's a few that can claim that they're major. WWE is obviously the big one.
Right.
Right now, I think the second in America would have to be AEW by default, just due to the amount of money they have backing them.
I can't think of another, so probably.
Then it would be Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Then probably Impact. Then after that you have MLW. And then the recent resurgence of the NWA.
Right.
They're
so
back,
which was
baby.
the one that
They're back.
so which one was the one that Stardust
Stardust?
Stardust from Jim Sterling.
Oh, that was a WWE parody he was doing.
But I mean, like, he actually joined the league.
He had joined an independent promotion over in wherever the fuck he's living.
Oh, is that what it was?
It was literally an indie. I could list off a few right now, but there's one up near where I'm living. If you're ever around Edmonton, you want some decent pro wrestling, check out Monster Pro Wrestling. They've got some decent talent up there, and goddamn, they deserve it. They deserve your patronage.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah. In general, patronize your indies.
seriously, this is where the stars of the business come up. Whether they go overseas to New Japan, or stay around, or head over to Britain and do stuff over there. No matter where they go, be sure to support your local wrestling leagues.
And
support your local wrestling federations,
support your
because
local Pokemon gym.
Oh,
That
God.
too. On your Pokemon Go gym.
Yeah. Since we brought that up, it's so sad that Game Freak is losing its leverage now. And it's because of Pokemon Go. The amount of money Pokemon Go has made. Oh, it's
really
scary.
wow. Hadn't realized it was.
It's that much.
Dang.
The Pokemon Company has realized, oh shit, we don't have to make fully fledged games. We can just push shit on the mobile. They're learning, and it's scary.
Right.
It's why Game Freak decided to divert half of their staff to working on a brand new IP.
Well, that's the
I
thing,
don't blame them.
Sega already learned that the hard way, so now they're sticking back. They're getting away from the mobile games and sticking with the console.
Here's the thing. They're not Nintendo and they're also not EA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not EA, 2K, Bethesda. Speaking of 2K, I was hesitating to bring this up, but did you guys hear about the bullshit that's taken place in NBA 2K20?
No.
No.
It's not me.
Okay, here's a funny thing. You know how loot boxes have been a problem?
Right.
Yeah.
How governments have been cracking down on the loot boxes and trying to get those outlawed as gambling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the middle of this firestorm that's starting to die down, what does 2K do? They add an actual fucking casino into NBA 2K20. As in, slot machines, a roulette reel, fucking pachinko.
Wow.
And it's all
is it
for the
in
My
game,
Team
or
mode.
Do you have to spend actual money to?
Yes.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's brazen.
That's
I have a theory as to why 2K,
that's
by
a-
extension Take-Two, the people who own 2K, thought they could get away with this.
That's just a
Take-Two,
full-fledged.
the parent company, also owns Rockstar.
That's a
Alex, allow me to make my thing here. 2K is owned by Take-Two. Take-Two also owns Rockstar. In a recent expansion for GTA Online, Rockstar added a casino. However, they were smart enough to add limitations shit, and it wasn't all actual money. And they actually do cut you off eventually. So apparently 2K saw that in an M-rated game, thought, that's fine. They put it in NBA 2K20, which is rated E. For everyone. A family picture. Gambling. It's fun for all the family. What?
That just sounds like a big middle finger to the man.
2K's gonna get screwed over this.
Yeah.
This is an actual fucking casino. They're getting fucked. They unlisted the video. I still found it. They had a trailer, and while GTA played it up like, oh, there's a bigger story behind the casino. We're gonna focus more on the story, and then the actual casino is there for glamour shots. 2K played up the casino by having live streamers fake roll.
Wow.
And basically like, oh, look at the enjoyment you get out of getting these rolls off of my team. It's almost as egregious as the FIFA shit EA has been pulling. Except, here's the difference, those are loot boxes. It's still not good, but we get it. They're loot boxes. Ha ha. This is an actual fucking casino.
Yeah, it's hard to argue your way out of that one.
This entire time, I'm just thinking, 2K, didn't we just have this fucking conversation with EA a couple years ago? Do we have to put you in the counselor's office too? Do we have to rain holy hell down on you to get it? But hey, look at it this way. If everyone cracks down on this, odds are we're not gonna have loot boxes anymore. Those are gonna die. Loot boxes will die. The online microtransactions in the 6 game will die, and we can all be happy and go back to the days.
There's nothing wrong with having like aesthetics, but when it comes to
okay, if it's strictly aesthetic, it's fine. But these are like you're getting actual players. It's pay to win.
Yeah.
It is $60 game.
Not just pay to win. It's paid to attempt to win.
Well, gamble to win doesn't sound a whole lot better, my dude.
You're trying to argue semantics at this. It's pay to win. Just like Battlefront 2 was at launch.
What I was saying is that it's worse because it's not just pay to win, it's pay to attempt to win, pay to gamble to win.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, they do make the argument like, in gambling, you can earn that through regular play. Yeah, EA tried that exact same fucking argument, and it didn't go over well either. 2K, what makes you think you're so special?
Yeah, Disney was not very happy with the results that EA got from that.
I think at this point, considering they think EA is actually doing a good job with the Star Wars license, I think they were just scared of more fan backlash. Considering the backlash that they got from The Last Jedi, which dribbled down into Solo, and then, like, that was coming after Battlefront 2, at that point, it's like, oh, we don't want to have bad press, you guys need to do something. There are still people calling for EA to lose the Star Wars. And, I would happily take that off your hands, EA.
Well, I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't necessarily want it in their hands, but just in anyone else's hands, literally.
Actually, you know what? Give it to Microsoft.
Why not? Why not?
There's a reason. I'm not saying Microsoft because, oh, I'm an Xbox fanboy. Oh, no. Have you seen what Microsoft's been doing lately with their publishing? They've been doing amazing stuff with their publishing. So, yeah,
sure.
There you go. They've been playing nice with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, at least.
Yeah, remember that Microsoft store on Windows 10 that everyone criticized, saying that no one's ever going to use?
Ah! Well, guess what?
Guess what we all use now
anywhere.
instead of Steam, because Steam is such a steaming pile of shit.
Don't get me wrong, I still use Steam, but the fact that Xbox is now making the push to have crossplay across PC and the actual box itself, the console, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, an Xbox has always been just a PC that's been specifically designed for gaming. And do you know why? And you do know why it's called the Xbox, right?
It's because of DirectX.
Yes.
Which was Microsoft's creation in order to add additional power to games, basically.
Yeah, which is basically blast processing.
Yeah, it's a staple, and it's lovely. There's a reason, like, honestly, Microsoft had no reason to get into the gaming industry whatsoever. They did it, and they started off by innovating how we play games. So, there you go. Halo, like everyone said that dual stick layout wouldn't work. Guess what? That's the industry standard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Xbox Live. Oh, no one's going to want to play games online. Guess what? Everyone has online play now.
It's like, I'm sorry, who said...
Sometimes whether we like it or not.
I'm sorry, Who said no one wants to play online? I remember.
It's like, ha, joke's on you. I'm playing Halo 2 with my friend.
I remember playing.
They don't even have internet down there.
I remember playing Dark Forces 2 over a 42K modem, where our computers were calling each other over the phone line so that we could play with each other. I remember my grandpa doing the same kind of thing with huge matches over what game was that? Not Doom. What was it? Help me out here.
Well, maybe Wolfenstein?
No, not Wolfenstein. It was definitely more fleshed out 3D. Help me out here, RJ. They were like hook
You're asking the
shot.
wrong.
They were like hook
You're asking
shots.
the wrong person, my man. Sorry.
Well, anyway, like he would be in games online, and this was back in the 90s. So it's like, so
Seriously,
wait,
Microsoft
why
has been an
wouldn't
innovator.
somebody
Give
want to
them the
play
license.
games online?
That's all I'm saying. All
In
I'm
fact,
saying
people
is
were
give Microsoft the
were
license.
creating their own servers to have like role-playing game servers with their own rules back in the 90s on the internet. So it's like, I'm sorry. If anybody should know that people want to play online, it should be Microsoft.
If anyone knows how to treat their fans, it's Microsoft. I don't know if you guys were aware of Halo Online, like English unofficial release due to the El Dorito team.
No.
Okay.
I'm not familiar.
Halo Online was basically just Halo 4, put in some Halo 3 maps and other junk, and it was a Russian exclusive release. Some modders got a hold of it and re-released it in English. And eventually, they got around to modifying it. It was basically Halo 3.
Yeah.
What ended up happening is they did end up getting a cease and desist. But it wasn't because it was a fan project. It was because they were releasing assets that belonged to Microsoft that they never should have had the right to have access to. Which in turn ended up setting up a precedent for for people making fan games. You can make them, just so long as it's all your original assets.
Kind of like Gary's mod.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's how Microsoft is handling it. So
Okay, guys, lightning round. We have to wrap this up.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I was having fun.
All right, so
whatever.
I can't answer this. I can't answer this first question since I'm so unfamiliar with the wrestling world.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's for.
Hey.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Bless you. Bless you.
But favorite pro wrestler, both of you.
Favorite
Abe.
wrestler? Shit. Who is my favorite? There were a bunch of people who've just been coming up that I just end up.
I mean, there was one you were telling me about recently. The guy, that new heel.
Oh right,
FMJ.
my new favorite heel,
Yeah.
MJF.
MJ. Okay, sorry, I had the letters in the wrong order, but yes, that guy.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. My God, that guy has he has the art of being a bad guy down to a T. He's like if JBL and Alberto Del Rio decided, you know what, let's combine gimmicks. There's MJF. Pissing off everybody. Not just the good guys, but also the bad guys. He is the salt of the earth, and I love him for it.
And he's always in character.
It's amazing.
He's really, really good. I gotta hand it to you. I watched some of the videos you sent me about him, and they're just the quality he has that makes him so good is, yes, he's making you mad and angry like a good heel should, but you're kind of loving it as it's happening.
You have to
And
love it because
you're realizing, like, wow, this guy is super. Like, I know this is fake. I know this is an act. He's so effective at giving me an emotional reaction I can't help but kind of love and appreciate it.
Oh
It's
no,
like
that's the, no.
a really good
those are
actor.
some of
A
the
really
best
good actor has
actors.
that same.
I knew a guy who was like, who would just he would hate an actor when the actor played like this total asshole of a villain,
Sure.
and we'd all look at him going, yeah, but he's played in so many different other roles. He's just really good at being an asshole in certain villain
That's MJF.
angles.
Yeah.
He's
And,
no
and so
good
it's
at
like,
being the asshole.
why would you hate the actor? Like,
That's a sign he's doing a good job.
Exactly.
He got that reaction out of you.
Exactly.
I can understand hating the character.
Yeah, hating
I
the
can understand
character,
hating the character.
but not,
I can't even hate MJF the character.
No, me neither.
That's how entertaining he is.
no,
that's-
that's the thing.
that's the
I
thing.
follow
He's
the man on
entertaining.
Twitter.
A good villain.
Yeah.
The shit
You
he
gotta
says is amazing.
You gotta love a good villain. You gotta love a good heel.
Oh God!
I
I'm
think-
actually gonna look up one of the tweets I had seen from him because it was just
Yeah.
so goddamn brutal. I loved it. Like, so I was just like, yeah, no. I was talking to my wife and she said, "No, we're not gonna have sex tonight" or something along those lines because I was too busy staring at MJF's perfect ass. He just retweets it and says like, "Just I'm sorry, just like basically like, yeah, it's true, and I'm not sorry."
Yeah. See, it's good. And again, he's always in character. I think though, from my pick, I'm gonna have to go in the complete opposite direction. Both an older wrestler and kind of a a face, if not a baby face. I got to go with Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, the American Dream, Dusty
Yep.
Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes,
You can't
my
go wrong with
hand,
him.
reaching out for your hand.
Oh,
I still
at
watch
the
that.
time you couldn't understand what that man was saying, but
No,
by
you
God,
couldn't.
he made you believe it.
He could connect to the audience in a such an intuitive way by
just a common
playing up
man.
his old I'm son of a plumber.
He's just a
Son of a
common
plumber.
man, working hard with his hands.
One of you fighting for you in this grand arena in the King of
Hold on, can
Sports.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring up another name because I kind of want to do a Mount
Please.
Rushmore. Who are the four you would have on the Mount Rushmore?
Sure.
MJF, just because he's such a goddamn heel. I love him to death. Like your own personal Mount Rushmore. Ric Flair.
Yes, I mean
You have to have Flair.
the opposite of Dusty Rhodes is Ric Flair. He's a legend for a reason.
Limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Woo!
Woo!
Oh my God.
The 16-time world champ. Worked
Yeah.
perfect as both a heel and a baby face.
Yeah, he could do both somehow. I mean, yes,
In his
there are
old age,
plenty
he
who
was
can.
the perfect baby face. He was that veteran. You keep going because he just wouldn't fucking quit.
No. Oh man.
All
Yeah,
right.
Who else is there? I'm
Part
gonna
one
choose
of
between one of
lightning.
these
Part
two.
one of
Either
lightning round
Austin
is
or
done.
Rock.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, sorry.
Next.
Motherfucker!
Each three of each three of us.
Motherfucker, we've reached the time limit draw!
Pokemon. Each three of us favorite Pokemon.
Oh, that's even harder.
Nice going, stupid. I gotta get my massive list Pokemon and narrow it down.
I'm trying to think which is the one
I'm
I like
sorry,
always
I couldn't
hang
help
on
but
to.
hear. Hold on, let me find the list of Pokemon I never went down on.
Trying to think what's the Pokemon I always
The list of which ones
wanna
I
keep
did
in
go
my-
down on.
fuck. Who's always tempted to keep?
Oh, Christ.
You know what? This is a more recent one. But I love him. I love both versions, both his starting version, or his or her, because it can be either, and the evolved version. Evolved version, I think, is called Pangoro, the giant panda one.
Oh!
Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that guy. And the
Pancham's adorable.
yeah. Again, I love them both. And whenever I catch one, I'm always like, yeah, I should, because like my first one I got, I nicknamed it Jackie Pan.
Jackie Pan.
That's disgusting.
It is.
That is disgusting.
Why?
It doesn't even really fit either. But I was like, I'm a monster. I always give my Pokemon joke names.
Oh,
If I
you
can.
bastard.
I am a monster. I realize this. I
That
accept
is-
this. This is who I am.
That is awful. I hope you feel ashamed of yourself.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not feel ashamed. I embrace it. Again, I know. I realize I'm a monster, but I embrace it.
Well, at least you know.
Exactly. So that's my pick.
Well, he said pick 3, so.
No.
Are we picking 3?
No, I said
Yeah.
between the 3 of us.
Oh,
I
well, then I did my pick then.
I cannot choose.
I already know who mine is.
Choose between his babies.
Stop it.
Number 1 is always going to be Gengar.
Oh boy.
There.
He's just
You
that
filthy Gen 1-er.
that crazy jokester. You don't know if he's good or if he's evil. You know, he's like that Slimer. He's just got that big crazy tongue, just always just messing around with you. And then he'll put you to sleep and consume your dreams.
To be fair, that's also Darkrai's gimmick, so it's not original anymore.
I mean, there's so many Pokemon now. They're gonna have to recycle a couple of gimmicks here and there.
Yeah, at least a couple, like Gardevoir, who could fucking create black holes, apparently.
I mean, I have a hard
Apparently.
time evolving my Haunter into Gengar, just because I love the design
is it
of
because
Haunter
you have no friends?
so much. But Gengar just
Is it because you have no
holds
friends?
Gengar just holds a special place in my heart. His
Fair.
vile humor just makes me so happy.
There you go.
Like he is the Joker. He is the Joker of the Pokemon world.
I could argue that, but what's the point?
So, Ed, you can't think of one?
He's like if Joker were Deadpool. Yeah.
If Joker were Deadpool in the Pokemon world.
You have no idea how hard choose frickin'
How is it
favorite
hard?
Pokemon.
I feel like any Pokemon fan knows what their favorite Pokemon is.
I
Not
don't.
necessarily. I mean,
You don't understand. My entire Gen team has a very special place in my heart.
I'm sure they do.
It's man. It's
But isn't
not
there
because
one like
one of
as
them's a
soon
Pikachu
isn't
that
there
knows
one
surf.
there where as soon as you see it, you're like, I need to get it. I need to get it. I need to get it.
I mean, for some people that could be multiple Pokemon.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Some people don't like to play favorites.
It's true. I do also like my Gardevoir, and I fucking love Mewtwo.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's okay to like
if
multiple.
you haven't noticed, like Ghost and Psychic types are my favorite.
Knows the theme.
You know what? I'll just go with my favorite starter for now
there you go.
because at the very least I can sort of narrow it down and not feel any shame.
There you go.
Actually, shit, I can't.
Okay,
There are
let's just
numerous-
first gen, just the first gen starters, the big
Oh,
three.
you're a
Which of
dick.
I know.
Okay, going final evolves, fucking Venus. All of you can bite me.
Hey,
I was
I've always
that-
loved Bulbasaur. He's a dinosaur with a tree on his back. I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
love it.
we have reached 13 fucks.
As much as I love that shiny Charizard, I gotta go.
Yep. No argument, man. I'm there, right there with you.
All right, folks. Well, that's the end of our.
However, if I was to say Gen 6, it would be Delphox. Good night, everybody.
Hey, the good one, another good one.
There we
Another good
go.
one.
Yeah, no, seriously. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. We officially got 13 fucks out of Ed tonight.
Hold on, let's see if we can bump that up a little more. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuckity, fuck, 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 fuckity, fuck, fuck.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking, fuck. Fuckity fuck. And now for one final word from our sponsor.
Wait, hold on. I need to tally that.
Got me good on that one. You got me good.
You actually somehow managed to make that into a round number.
Well, goddamn.
One final word from our sponsor, True Apparel. If you're looking for some comfortable clothes with custom designs that could be your own or drawn by someone else in this little chat right here, be sure to visit True Apparel 1 on Twitter and True Apparel Clothing on Instagram. Again, True Apparel Clothing on Instagram and True Apparel 1 on Twitter.
And by the way, that was 55 in the end.
Still impressive.
Oh, God. And now for one final word from our sponsor. That was beautiful. What a ringing endorsement to end it on. Goddamn.
Good night, everybody.
You gotta have a big finish. We nailed it.
Yep.
Thanks to you. We did it.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
We love you.